Hi guys, I'm Joe Lafave. I'm 5'10½", 230 pounds this morning, and I'm currently competing for the bodybuilding division. And my first show is going to be in 5 weeks at the Grand Rapids, and then I'm also doing a show 2 weeks later. It's the Michigan State Championships or Mr. Michigan. That's in 7 weeks.
Okay. And who's this we got here?
Hi, I'm Danielle. I'm his fiance. I have never competed. I want to maybe next year and do bikini.
She's shy, guys.
I am very shy.
Yeah, she's shy.
Okay, but so go ahead and tell us a little bit about your past, how you started this journey kind of a few years back.
Yep. Yeah, so, well, basically, I've been in sports, since I was in high school. So I started as a 3-sport athlete. Basketball, track and field, football. And when I was 12 years old, actually, my mom used to stock books and magazines at a Kmart, and I spotted a bodybuilding magazine. So this would have been back in 2006, and I asked her if she could buy it. So she bought it, and I started, skimming through there. So I guess at like 12 years old, I kind of got the interest in wanting to look like a bodybuilder. At that age, I thought it would be unrealistic. The human body, there's no way I could ever look like that. Fast forward, after high school, I still continued to lift weights. As a college kid, though, I kind of partied a lot. So, I just worked out a little bit at the college gyms. It wasn't until I was about 23 years old that I really started to focus on my nutrition. And that's when I really kind of blew up. Because when I started dating her, 2012, I was 185 pounds. And by the age of 23, after learning nutrition, I got up to 250. So really, it was nutrition with me that helped blow me up. And then just starting to learn how to train like a bodybuilder, all the years of reading the magazines. I did go to college for 1 year at Oakland Community College for exercise science. So that was my profession I wanted to pursue. I am a full-time personal trainer, so this is my lifestyle. This is all I do: eat, sleep, breathe, train, and I just love it. So basically, my goal since 23 till now has been, wanting to be a bodybuilder. I've had a lot of setbacks. I've had injuries. 2016, I hired a coach, CJ Jackson, out of Ann Arbor. We were actually going to start a prep, which I did. And at 8 weeks out, we pulled the plug because I was cheating on my diet during the week, and I looked like shit. So 2016, failed. 2017, moved down to Auburn Hills, started personal training at a powerhouse gym. I just worked out, didn't prep. 2018, did another show prepping for Western. Same thing. Wasn't following my diet, pulled the plug, failed. 2019, same coach, Carl Jackson, prepping for Central States, 8 weeks out. I was doing great. I was 228 pounds, tore my left distal bicep off the bone, deadlifting 585 on the 6th rep, it snapped. So that was an injury. 2020 COVID hit, so I actually stopped working out for over a year. That's when Joe got fat and out of shape, and I didn't know if I'd ever get back into the bodybuilding lifestyle, believe it or not. And then 2021 January was when I kick-started it again, so last year, and I started prepping, and I was going to do the show Central States 2021, which is last year. I went down to Remy's gym, and we did a posing clinic at 10 weeks out. I was looking great. I get back up north, and I play basketball with my 6-year-old son, and I tore my right ACL dunking a basketball. This was last year. So I was supposed to compete, tore my ACL. That was another failed prep. So from 23 to 28 years old, had been 5 years of failed preps. The day before my surgery at Ann Arbor, which would have been, it was scheduled for November of last year, I called them and bailed on my surgery the day before because I did not want to be on crutches for 8 weeks. I didn't want to go through all the physical therapy and the surgery and possibly not bodybuild. I actually did physical therapy myself on it. I rehabbed it myself. I built my right leg back up, and I am currently 5 weeks out right now from Grand Rapids. My right leg is blown back up, and you would not know, but my right ACL is still torn right now, and I'm training legs on it. So that's kind of the process. But we're rolling right now. We're excited. Coach thinks I'll be 215 pounds on stage. So I'm currently 230 this morning, probably 235 right now with some food and water in me. So we do have another 15 pounds to cut. you know, and it might be less. You know, that's just kind of a number he put in my head. So, but we got work to do, and I'm just excited. So.
What's your diet been like for the past prepping for this show?
So diet, let's rewind back. We started this prep right after Christmas, so it would have been basically January 1st. And that would have been about 22 or 23 weeks out from the show. Well, actually, originally the first show I was going to do was the Mr. Michigan. But then halfway through, I told Carl I wanted to do 2 shows, Grand Rapids first. So we started in January. We were eating about 3,500 calories off the start. In the off season, I ballooned up to 265 pounds. So January 1st, I weighed 265, very soft. I ate all my bodybuilding foods, but I was one of those guys that would throw in a random cheat here and there if I wanted to. You know, if it was sushi night, I'd get sushi. If I wanted a pizza, I'd get a pizza. So I kind of had a sloppy 265. I was soft. So the 3,500 calories were very clean. We stopped eating any cheat meals. I stayed very strict with my diet. And by February, within a month, man, I'd cut down like 12 or 15 pounds. I was down to like 250. So, I mean, I cut 15 fast. There's a lot of water. I cleaned it up, almost like a recomp phase. So anyways, currently right now, 5 weeks out, we're eating 2,600 calories a day, 75 grams of fat, 220 grams of protein, and 220 grams of carbs. I'm just going to take you through each meal real fast off the top of my head. So meal 1, I wake up, I have 2 whole eggs. I do 6 ounces of 99.1 lean ground turkey, and then CJ has me on a cup of spinach and half a cup of blueberries. I have a snack in the day. It's 1 serving of almonds and 1 apple. I usually eat that pre-workout, so usually about noon, because I start training roughly 12:30 to 1 p.m. And then my post-workout's 2 bananas and a protein shake. After that, about an hour later, I eat 10 ounces of boneless, skinless chicken, 1 cup of green beans, and 140 grams of jasmine rice, which boils down to 1 cup. My dinner is 6 ounces of ground beef. We do 6 ounces of sweet potato, and we do 1 cup of broccoli. And then my last meal of the night is 1 cup of, supposed to be cream of rice, but I kind of have a little secret. It's Gerber Baby cream of rice. It's not a secret, but it is a secret because it's getting me in shape. I have a 10-month-old baby at home, so it was kind of just easier to grab that. And the stats are the same as any cream of rice. Uncle Ben's is actually less sodium than Uncle Ben's cream of rice. So 1 cup of Gerber Baby. I do 1 scoop of protein powder. I do a scoop of collagen at night, which is like 18 grams of protein with that. And it's bedtime. So, yeah, that's been the meal plan. So, yeah. Training split, he's got me on 5 days a week right now, and then I just take an off day, or rest day as you call it, whenever my body wants it. So I don't put them in the schedule and say, you know, every Saturday is my rest day. No. You know, honestly, I usually take Wednesdays or Thursdays off. Usually by the middle of the week, I'm pretty sore. On my rest days, it's not just sitting around. Rest days do still consist of cardio. Cardio is at 525 calories burned per day. So for me, it's roughly taken 50 to 55 minutes. Probably going to continue bumping up from here on out, but it is what it is. Yeah.
And how is it juggling all this, bud, with your personal training then and stuff like that?
Yeah. So, yep. So my career, I'm a full-time personal trainer. I live up in the Thumb, so here's Michigan. I live up in a very small town called Elkton, and it's in Huron County, very close to the water. It's beautiful up there, but it's very small. So I actually train out of 3 different gyms, believe it or not. There's a small 24-hour gym I train out of in one town in Bad Axe, another town of Caseville I train out of, and then I actually train through my son's high school, called Lakers School. There's a legacy center there, so I train there as well. So personal training, it's actually perfect for the bodybuilding world. You know, I control my own hours. I'm not mandated. I'm not stuck at work for 12-hour days. You know, I've came from a background. I've been a welder. I've worked through foundries and shops. I used to be a garbage loader, you know, working long, long days and just getting the shit beat out of you. So physically, you know, I'm personal training. I stand all day. I tell clients how to train. I adjust the pins on the machines. It's pretty easy. So, but I love it, and it's going really well. Probably about a week out though from my show, I probably will take a week off from personal training just to kind of get my mind right and get in the zone here. This is my first show, so I am pretty nervous, believe it or not, and I just want to put, you know, all this effort into it and make it happen, man. So we're training to win. Let's be real here. So my coach thinks I have a really good chance. I just got to get lean. So and we are getting lean, but there's still more to come. So.
Anyone you'd like to thank, friends, family?
Yeah, well, not currently sponsored, but I'd like to thank, obviously, you for filming. Rob, Coop, love this gym here. It's in Saginaw, Michigan. It's about an hour and 15-minute trip for me, and it's probably one of the best gyms I've been to. This place is absolutely loaded with every piece of equipment you can think of. So definitely thank him for having us here and filming. Danielle, my fiance, for coming out here and training with me today, and you know, being my rock and glue. She's been with me since day one. And this November, we've been together for 10 years. So you know, she started dating me when I was a 19-year-old punk. And now I'm 29 years old here, and I'll be 30 December 1st. So it's a big year for me. She knows this has been my journey for years and years. I've always wanted it. You know, I've had so many setbacks, failures, excuses, you name it. But we're going to make it happen this year. And, yeah, so.